The cold bite of autumn wind crept through the dense Michigan woods, rustling the last stubborn leaves clinging to skeletal branches. Thomas Vance, a seasoned hunter, with years of experience tracking game through unforgiving wilderness, adjusted his worn camo jacket and slung his rifle over his shoulder. The day had been long and fruitless, the forest unusually silent, as if nature itself was holding its breath. As dusk settled, casting long shadows between the trees, Thomas stumbled upon something unexpected: a small cabin tucked between gnarled oaks and towering pines. Its wood was weathered, paint peeled to gray patches, and the windows darkened with grime. The door hung slightly ajar, creaking with every gust of wind. Curiosity outweighed caution. He stepped inside, boots crunching on a thin layer of dirt and brittle leaves scattered across the floor. The air was thick with dust, mingling with an underlying metallic tang that prickled the back of his throat. But what truly caught his attention were the walls, lined with mounted animal heads: deer, bears, wolves, and even a massive elk, with antlers stretching like twisted fingers. Their glass eyes gleamed unnervingly in the dim light filtering through cracked shutters. Thomas approached one, a buck with an impressive rack, but as he leaned in, his breath visible in the icy air, he noticed something peculiar. The eyes weren't glass. They were real, frozen, lifeless, yet too vivid. The veins in the sclera still faintly discernible, as if the creature had just been mounted moments ago. Thomas shook off a ripple of unease. Maybe the taxidermist was just incredibly skilled. He found an old lantern hanging near the fireplace, and to his surprise, it lit easily with the match he struck. The flickering glow danced across the cabin, illuminating more unsettling details. The heads weren't dusty. No cobwebs clung to their fur or antlers. They looked fresh. The metallic scent grew stronger. Feeling a chill deeper than the autumn cold, Thomas decided to leave. But as he turned, the door slammed shut with a deafening bang. He rushed to it, yanking the handle, but it wouldn't budge. His breath quickened, misting the air. The lantern flickered wildly. Then he heard it. Soft scratching sound, like claws against wood. It came from the walls. Thomas spun around, rifle raised. The mounted heads stared back, their eyes gleaming with something new: awareness. The buck's jaw twitched. Thomas stumbled back, his heart pounding. The bear's lips curled slightly, revealing yellowed teeth. A low growl resonated from somewhere unseen, vibrating through the floorboards. He fired a shot at the door in panic. The bullet ricocheted, splintering wood, but not creating an exit. The heads began to move. Not fully, not yet. Just small, grotesque twitches. A flick of an ear, a snarl, a slow blink. The deer's neck creaked as it turned, tracking Thomas with those disturbingly human eyes. A voice, low and raspy, echoed through the cabin. "Trophy," or "Hunter," Thomas screamed, firing blindly at the walls. The recoil jolted him, but the shots did nothing. The heads absorbed the bullets without damage, as if the wood itself healed around the impact. Desperation took over. He grabbed the lantern and hurled it at the fireplace, shattering glass and spilling flames onto the floor. Fire roared to life, but instead of retreating, the mounted creatures seemed to thrive in the chaos. Their movements grew more fluid, more lifelike. The bear's head tore free from the wall with a sickening rip, its maw opening wider than anatomically possible. Snarls and screeches filled the air, blending with the crackle of fire. Thomas tried to climb through a shattered window, slicing his hands on jagged glass. As he scrambled out, something cold and sharp latched onto his leg, antlers wrapping around him like a cage. He kicked, screamed, fought with every ounce of strength, but the grip was unyielding. The fire consumed the cabin, its glow painting the woods in hues of hellish orange. But Thomas's world faded into darkness as the mounted heads dragged him back inside. When the fire finally died, all that remained was a smoldering ruin. Yet, amidst the ashes, the walls stood eerily intact, and mounted among the other trophies was a new addition. A man's head, eyes wide with eternal terror, staring out into the forest.